Welcome back, my Duelist friends, casual duelists. Happy spooky season. And welcome back. Second video of Monday. Earlier, we played a little bit around in the Master Duel video game. And I got in 3 good matches. The first 2 are rather quick. The third one took some time. Maybe you checked them out, maybe you haven't. If you do want to, you can always go do that. But real quick, since it is Spooktober, I wanted to showcase a game that, again, not Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why it's Monday. But additionally, something that really fit the theme. And for that, I wanted to talk about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, NECA put this out with real games. It's like a 2-set TCG. There was 1 set of promotional cards. No clue how costly those are. Since I bought these, I know that the prices on them have gone up. So this isn't exactly as cheap as it was when I got into it. When I got into it, this was like pennies on the dollar cheap, brand new, sealed product. Just insane. So me and Celestial, we played like a closed meta. And due to the move, right now I know I have them. They're a little misplaced. Maybe I can find them by the end of the month. We actually did build competitive decks. I can't find mine right now, but I can find some of the structures. So this is more of a review and not like a deck list per se. So each one of the decks I'm going to do this month will be for a different starting character. And we're going to start with the main man, Jack. And there's a couple things that you have to know before we get too far into this. Like, number 1, it's not a combat card game. Actually, I think it was the 12 Days of Christmas. So it's like a 12-turn game, and you can play as many players as your table fits. People take turn being the Pumpkin King. When you are the Pumpkin King, you have these effects to deal with. So that's a thing. They do give you a pumpkin points counter. This is going to be the resource system. And then you build your own town. So the first thing that we need to talk about are the locations. Now, there are 4 locations in the game that will have an asterisk. These are included with the structure deck. Additionally, there is no card that is structure deck only. So if you guys can only find the boosters and you guys found a rule book, you're good to go. The asterisk means that this one is a starting place. It'll tell you what the player's starting hand will be. And then you get to choose between the functions during the turn. So at the beginning of your turn, you get to go, okay, well, I'd like to draw 2 cards, or I'd like to get 2 pumpkin points, or I would like to move 4 cards. And that's all fine and well. And then what you end up having is you end up with the rest of your location deck, as it were. And what we do with the location deck is this would normally be shuffled. And then at the beginning of every turn, we get to reveal it. And we choose whether to put it to the left or the right. And we continually build out for the first 6 turns, revealing our first and then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th locations, which also gives us extra functions. And we may move characters from area to area. Now, as far as this number here, this is how many points of people need to be there in order to gain the effect, in order to be able to use the function, which is, again, why the starting ones have 0s. So, again, it's just kind of fun. And every bit of art is taken from the movies. So, again, if you're just a big fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, this might be pretty cool for you. Again, starting locations tend to give you 3 effects. Everything else gives you 1. There's the graveyard. Let's check the rest of them. We get Sally's room, which would allow you to add 2 pumpkin points and then additionally move 3 characters. And when you move characters, it's actually going to be you move a card from like here to here, and then that's 1 movement. You can move a second one, and then you can move one of them back over. That would count as your 3rd. So again, it gets weird. But this allows you to customize how you play. You get the tree circle. You guys may remember this. The different portals to the different holiday realms. The town hall. and in the town square. And again, it ends up playing based on how you end up revealing them. But your first card will affect your starting hand. Now that's one type of card. This game has 4. And at the end of the game, we tally up points. I do not believe that the points are tallied from the locations unless a tie is met, at which point the more expensive it is to activate your locations, then that is how they will decide the winner. But it's just different. So let's show you some cards. Characters should be considered to be legendary in this game. However, you may have up to 4 copies. So again, they give us Jack Skellington. He would cost 1 less pumpkin point if you play him to Jack's house. And again, you can deploy your characters to anywhere that is a location that you've already revealed. So you do that. We've got Sally. During your turn, if Sally's at the same location as Jack, you may discard her from play to draw 3. Which is crazy too, because again, I do believe there was a minimum size. I don't think there was a maximum size in this game for your deck. But if your deck does run out, there is a shuffle the graveyards or the discard pile at the end of the game, or the end of each round, to ensure the deck out is not a lost condition either. They really wanted to take the combat out of the card game, and that's why we enjoyed this so much. We have 0, and of course 0 is going to cast on 0. Whenever Jack leaves the same location as 0, you may move 0 to the new location for free. So again, when you have that move 3, we can move both of them over if we needed to. Those numbers may not be for the cost of the character. Those are probably just for the characters at the location. Again, it's been a couple of years since I played this. You have the Accordion Player, and I remember this being a bit of an engine. When the Accordion Player is played, if another character at the location has the word player in their name, draw 1 card. Same thing for bass, and same thing for sax. So it was a little draw engine, playing 2 of each. And again, the direct art directly from the movie just looks great. We got Corpse Dad. The Corpse Dad, the kid, and the mom. When Corpse Dad is played, add a pumpkin point for every other character in the location with corpse in the name. Kid, once per turn after you play a surprise. Surprises are going to be like our spells. You can discard a card from your hand to add a pumpkin point. And the mother, when it's played, add a pumpkin for every other character in her locale, again with the name Corpse. So again, that's really cool. We get the Cyclops. When he's played, discard a card from the hand, draw 1. Decomposing Guy came as 2 of in this. During your turn, you may discard Decomposing Guy to play. Or sorry, from play. Discard him from play. So again, like tributes for the Yu-Gi-Oh players. Voice break. It would be equatable to tribute this card on the field. To search 3 for 1 card. So it's like an excavation effect. Without having to reveal the cards to your opponent. We got Mr. Hyde. During your own turn, you may send Mr. Hyde into your hand. And then peek at the opponent's hand. So again, bounce and bounce him back to return to hand in order to check opponent's hand. Black Cat. And again, I think these skulls are supposed to be like the denotation for rares. I do not remember how to read that right now. If played at the same location as Sally, you get to draw 2 cards. If played to any other location, discard 2 cards from your hand. So again, kind of have a pet. Igor, during your turn, discard him from play, tribute to move 2 cards. So we can move people around to get the different effects from our locations. The Mummy Boy, when is played, if Corpse Kid is at the same location, you may move 2 cards. Monster Under the Bed. I love the art here. This card is incapable of moving, even by effects. And whenever a function at the locale is performed, you may discard a card from your hand to add an additional pumpkin point. So again, if we are playing something like the Jack's House, we do function number 2, we could discard a card and actually end up adding 3 for that. So again, very cool. So there's our characters. Let's take a look at our surprises. Now, surprises, they do tend to play, then go to discard. But when you do play a surprise in this game, you get a reimbursement because, again, you're not guaranteed to draw every turn as you are choosing these effects and or the Pumpkin King effect, which again should start with the Pumpkin King, then move around the board clockwise. So if it's one-on-one, it's turn player, then opponent, choosing the effects that they want to discard a card to do. And again, if you have the least of something, you do not have to discard your card to apply said effect. So again, very cool. These, again, a lot of these are going to cast on 0 because, again, they're just kind of free. This will let you search the top 3 of your deck for Sally, or if Sally's in play, you may return an opponent's Dr. Finkelstein or Steen to the opponent's hand or the owner's hand. And again, it's got to do with the movie. Dr. Finkelstein is one of the decks as well. Really cool. Fetch, search 6 for 0, or if Jack and 0 are in the same location, search 6 and just take any one card. Again, play to play set because that's what they gave us, but it's also just the best. Never realized, search 3 for either Jack or Sally, or if they're both in the same location, draw 2. So again, very cool. My fantasies, search 6 for Jack, or if he's already in Halloween Town, you already summoned him. Search 6 for any one creation. Those are going to be the last type of cards. They're green. They don't really live in any location, but they are added for the values during the endgame. Mellow Trio, search 6 for any of the player's characters, or choose a location in Halloween Town and draw 1 card for every character the location that has player in the name. So again, bit of a draw engine playing those guys. Pull yourself together, search 6 for Sally, or during an opponent's turn, play this card to ignore a card that affects one of your characters in play. You may play this for free if Sally is in play. So again, pretty cool. Halloween Gates. Place this on the table as though we're part of the Halloween Town. If this one is at the end of the game, or still on the field at the end of the game, you can count the 2 value for your score. Whenever the opponent plays a surprise that affects one of your characters in play, you may immediately return this to your hand to ignore the surprise. Essentially, it makes it so that your card is unaffected. And then Hello Oogie. If Jack is in play, return an opponent's character to its owner's hand, which again, towards the end of the game, if they're low on pumpkin points, this might be a surprise that we do in order to make it so that the opponent doesn't win. Or discard an opponent's Jack and Oogie if they're in the same Halloween Town. So again, kind of goofy. And again, 100% all of the art comes from the movie. And then the surprises the creations are all one-ups. They just kind of get their own zone. You just place them somewhere on your play mat. These cards are going to have effects, but are mostly for the values at the end of the game. So Christmas Tree Bats gets a -2 cost if Corpse Mom and the base player are in the same location. So again, you can generate the extra cost without having all the pumpkin points. We have the Fender Bender. If the Corpse Kid is in Halloween Town when you play this, send an opponent's creation with a scared number of 3 or less back to the owner's hand. So again, we can try to offset our opponent's score value. The Marie Antoinette doll. When this creation is played, if Mummy Boy is in your Halloween Town, force one opponent to discard a random card from their hand. So again, taking down some of the options. Roadkill. If Decomposing Guy is in Halloween Town, when you play this, you get to draw an extra 2 cards. Scorpion Surprise. -1 cost for each character with the word hide in the name. So again, I don't remember how many hides there were. I think there was just the 1. It's been a minute, like I said. Scary Teddy. If this creation cost is -1 for every one of the following characters in your Halloween Town. So if you have Corpse Dad, the Wolfman, and Devil, you get to play this on 1. And again, this allows you to build up your points faster. The Jingle Bells creation is a -1 cost for every character in the Halloween Town with player in the name. Again, we just showed you that there are 3 in here. I want to say there was a 4th one. I might be wrong. But this will allow you to get this almost for free. And then the Sandy Claus outfit, because we do have to play it up. We got to make it a little more Halloween. And again, I think that's what they just kept calling Santa. -3 cost if Jack and Sally are in the same location. So again, half the cost. But this is the first of the 3 decks I have, for sure. If you guys really do enjoy this, next week we'll either do the Oogie Boogie or the Mayor, and hopefully not take as much time to show you guys what's going on. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm not going to ask all of the normal questions. Instead, I ask that you guys have a lovely day. Go out and do something for yourselves. And I hope to see you guys again next time. See you later. And this month, stay spooky. Later.